nome dele, vocês já perceberam que ele não é brasileiro, né? Vai falar sobre transformações de mídias sociais, transferindo o controle do usuário para as comunidades. Vai ser uma conversa bem legal sobre proteção de dados. Ele é empreendedor por 20 anos e ele é envolvido com projetos de blockchain pelos últimos 4 anos. Então, Urs, can you come here?
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. Hello everybody. I'm so excited to be back in Brazil and to give an introduction to something which is absolutely revolutionary and new. It gives you the right of your data and it gives you the ability to earn income from social media. Who of you is feeling that you are a product, that the big digital companies are using you a product? Who has the feeling of this? Wave the hands. So, the big companies are using your data every day, every second, without giving you something back. They make a lot of income, but they don't share it. What about if you could get income from social media? Wouldn't that be wonderful? So what we provide is, we provide a fair share of the income distributed among the participating partners. And at the same time, we protect the privacy, and at the same time, we're introducing a voting mechanism that the users can vote on the terms and conditions of how the data and elements of the social media platform should be used. Now, to find out how that works, I invite you to scan this code. When you scan this code, you open my personal profile. And when you open my personal profile, there is a link that you can connect, and with pressing on this link, you're downloading an app, the Venturis app, and there you can directly connect to my profile. So the process looks like this, and this process you can also use for yourself. You can have our platform for your own business, and this is one way of connecting users together. So you can provide your customers, your users, everybody, a QR code like I did just now. People are scanning it, they're downloading the profile, and from the profile they can connect. From the connection, you download the app, and from the app you can register and then to connect with the user who was inviting. So the registration process is very simple. We have 2 stages of registration. The first stage is with username and password only, but I do not want to receive invitations from people who don't disclose their name. So we have a second stage. That means you can only connect to other users when you have disclosed your name. So in the second stage of registration, you provide your personal details, such that the person that you invite knows who you are. Now, I would like to step back a little bit and look at the current landscape. Data is like gasoline. It has a huge value, and this value is used currently by very few, very big companies. And digital has advanced massively. This graphic shows you how strong it has grown in a very short time scale. And 3 years ago, it took over the size of TV advertising, and now this year, it is as big as all the other media together. So digital is half of all advertising revenues worldwide, and this is massive. And now just imagine that this big digital advertising revenue is shared among very few companies. Also importantly to know is that meanwhile, from digital media, 75% is mobile. If we look at the figures of Europe, we see that in Europe we have about 42% of display advertising and about 45% of search advertising. And from display advertising, meanwhile, half is social. That means half of the money of social, half the money of display advertising in Europe goes to Facebook. Massive. So, what can we do? No, what impact does it has? It creates problems to the existing big companies. The current businesses are disrupted. Just imagine the telecommunications industry has been disrupted by WhatsApp. Print media has been disrupted by the digital companies. TV is now being disrupted as well. But now also the big brands, they are feeling it, they start to suffer because the big brands do not have any more access to the customer data. The customers are with Facebook. The brands do not get access to the data which is with Facebook. And so the brands are locked out from the process of identifying how to improve their products in a way to satisfy their customers best. And this is dramatic. An example of that is Amazon. Amazon starts to create their own products and is now in competition with the companies which are using Amazon. What can we do? So we believe in fair revenue sharing, full ownership of data for the users such that the users can control, and in digital democratization. As part of the data ownership, we also say that the user should be in full ownership of any aspect of the data, not only the personal data but also the entire content, and to earn from it. How can the user earn money on our platform? We have created a sponsoring mechanism. So when you create a post on Facebook, you can only receive income if you make a sponsored post. But a sponsored post is not appreciated by your followers. What happens is that the platform owner, they're adding advertising next to your post, and with that they earn money. What we do is, with your permission, we add sponsoring next to your post, such that the brands have a visibility to your target audience. The target audience sees the brand, they click on the brand, they get an integrated brand experience, which is integrated in the user content experience. And for the click, the brand directly pays from an integrated wallet, digital cryptocurrency wallet. The brand directly pays instantly and automatically to the person who created the post and who created the visibility for the brand. So it's a win-win situation. The brand is winning, they have access, direct access to their audience, and the content creator is winning because the better his content, the more followers he has, the more brand visibility he creates, the more brand visibility he creates, the more income he gets from clicks. This money that you receive as a user from creating content goes into your personal digital wallet, which is integrated in your own social media account. So this solution is already live. You can have it. From the link that you have downloaded, this is live, this is operational. And you can earn money into your wallet. The money comes as Tether. Tether is connected to US dollar. and from there you can convert it into other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or other currencies. So you can earn in dollars and you can use and store in Bitcoin as you like. We do this with third-party integrated financial partners. So we're looking for more financial partners here in Brazil to interconnect their wallet service, to interconnect their coins, to interconnect their exchanges. This example here has been realized with the exchange of Coinbase. That means when you earn in dollars, you can change the dollars on the Coinbase exchange, which is integrated in your account, into Bitcoin. So we have already implemented one type of revenue stream, and this is the sponsoring. We're going to add advertising, but advertising we add in a way that there is no advertising in general, but you can opt in to get advertising, and this advertising is tailored to you, and you earn money from it. Then we will integrate the ability to offer services. For example, a lawyer can offer advice, a priest can offer a prayer, and can earn money from offering these kind of services, and this also goes into the crypto wallet. Then we will integrate a shop, like on Amazon, and we will enable you to collect membership fees. So for example, if you have very good content in your profile, you can ask a subscription fees for the people to follow you. So we have not only one platform, it's a set of different platforms. So actually we give each community their own social media platform and interconnect them under one umbrella. In this context, the user, you as a user, you will receive one digital identity, and from the digital identity you can create several profiles for different purposes. For example, you can create a business profile, you can create a family profile, you can create a sports profile, you can create whatever profile. And on these profiles you can connect with different people of this interest. And then you can tell on which community platform which profile is visible. And this is happening on the Diseo.me platform, where you manage your digital identity and your digital personality, including all your data and all your settings. So as I already introduced, we are providing each community their own social media platform. So each community gets their own way to connect to their customers, to their audience. It's a white label platform which contains profiles, it contains images and videos to create posts, to make chat and calls, events and jobs comes later. But it's an all-in-one social media platform that contains all the elements of which the big platforms currently have. So the first platform in service, this is the platform you have downloaded. This platform is called Venturis. Venturis is for fundraising, so you can create a project and you can show this project and you can invite people to invest in this project. Another platform which is going to be in the App Store this week. We expected it to be ready today, but it seems that Google is still checking it. So it might become live today or maybe tomorrow. Is a platform called Tech Connect that we do in partnership with BLOCKMASTER. So the Tech Connect app is the tech app for the Brazilian tech community. The apps that we have are in multiple languages. So currently we have implemented some 20 languages. We are expecting to have some 100 languages. And this is going to go much bigger.
Alô? Eu fiz essa entrada no palco agora rapidamente, eu não quero atrapalhar a sua, I don't want to disturb your presentation, mas eu subi, pessoal, pelo seguinte, eu conheci o Urs na Suíça o ano passado. Ele está apresentando a plataforma Visio, que ele vem desenvolvendo há mais de 7 anos, que é uma plataforma de Social Connect, Social Network, com Reward, como vocês viram, não vou repetir o que ele falou. E nós criamos juntos um aplicativo que se chama Tech Connect, que está aqui na tela. Esse aplicativo já está disponível para download na Play Store. Ele vai estar disponível para download na App Store em breve, em alguns dias. E o objetivo é nós criarmos a maior comunidade, o maior aplicativo de comunidade de tecnologia no Brasil. Cada um de vocês podem baixar esse aplicativo e se tornar um membro de comunidade ou criar a sua própria comunidade. Você quer criar uma comunidade de inteligência artificial, ou de blockchain, ou de cripto, ou de database, seja qual for a comunidade que você queira ser um líder, ou você pode criar a sua comunidade, ou você pode participar de cada uma dessas comunidades. Participando, ou você sendo líder de uma comunidade, você vai ser recompensado em tokens, Ether tokens, que são uma stablecoin de dólar, e você pode trocar depois esse stablecoin, essa Ether tokens, por reais, né? Negociando isso numa exchange. Então é um aplicativo revolucionário que, graças à tecnologia desenvolvida pelo Urs com a Visio, em parceria com a BLOCKMASTER, esse é o primeiro app que nós estamos lançando neste evento. Eu acho que é uma iniciativa incrível, é a primeira rede social que a gente remunera os usuários pelas interações que eles fazem, tá bom? Eu recomendo e incentivo todos a baixarem o app. Vou deixar o Urs continuar aqui agora. Provavelmente você vai, no final da palestra, vai entrar também um slide meu com o meu ID, com a minha, o meu endereço dentro do app, tá bom? Urs, agora é todo seu. Obrigado pela, thank you for the partnership, and you can go on right now. Thank you.
Thank you much. So not only with Tech Connect we're going to have this app. That means you can register, you can use this app, and you can earn money on it. But you can also have your own app for your own company, for your own audience. And we have different models. And one model is you can get it for free to have your own system. So the characteristics of these platforms that we provide to you is it's individual. So each platform is tailored to the needs or the purpose of the audience. So we can have a platform for pets, we can have a platform for travel, we can have a platform for families. And each platform will have tailored services. And the platform is operated by the owner, by the platform owner, the community owner, who will attract the users, who will provide the services, and it can even have its own cryptocurrency. And we will have different user categories there, and the platform operator also takes care of the content quality and makes sure the platform is filled with very good content. As it is not so easy to attract the users in a small platform, we are interconnecting all these platforms under one system. So each platform is autonomous, but all of them are interconnected. So the user can create one profile that he can reuse on all these platforms. And the user can manage his profile on Diseo, how it is used on the different platforms. So the user controls the data, the platform owner controls the access to his audience, something he has lost to the digital media companies. And we are awarded through a revenue share with you as a platform operator, and that's how we continue to develop the platform. We use blockchain as a trusted mechanism for the transactions. Now just imagine, when we have a sponsoring event, for one click, this might be 10 cents, or to view an advertising, this might be 1 cent. How can we distribute 1 cent? Because we're not only awarding you as a user, we're also awarding the enablers that help you to create big reach and to create revenues. So we split the income into pieces of all the people who contribute to get this income. And these pieces is awarded to the wallets instantly, immediately. So we make microtransactions. And this is only been possible with blockchain. No bank is offering such a service. So you're collecting 0.1 cents here, 1 cent there, $1 here, 50 cents here, and it's all accumulating. At the end you have a pot of money and you can use it as you like. At the end is, you can also imagine, you as a user, you become a micro Google. Because you as a user, you receive the money for your data that today the big companies in Silicon Valley are receiving. But the benefits, I already mentioned some. So we have an ecosystem where we have 3 main players. This is the user, who has the data, who creates the content. We have the community operator, who provides the services, and we have the brands, who wants to create visibility. So this is an ecosystem where all 3 parties are winning. The users are winning from the full ownership of data and the Swiss safe cryptocurrencies as the value that you have is secured by Swiss jurisdiction, and the encryption is secured in Switzerland. So nobody has access to your data except for you when you manage it. The communities, they have the benefits that they can increase the loyalty with their customers. They can increase the relationship. Today, they can interact with the social media companies, but the social media companies are telling them how to interact with their customers. As a brand, we have no control on the density of interaction. The social media companies have. With our platform, each brand gets their own platform, which can connect with other platforms, and so they have access to their customers. They can identify what the customers like, what they don't like, and then it can include the customers into product development, because they can get permission of the customers to access the data of their customers and to reward them in money for being part of the development process. So the brands get the data that they need to have for improving their products. In addition, their products are seamlessly integrated into the content experience of the user, which creates a very positive brand recognition instead of being disturbed with an advertising that you don't like, that is not tailored to you. The brands become an active part of your content experience. And there is another benefit is that there are no fake users. As a user, you earn money. This money goes into a wallet, but this wallet is only activated once you're identified. You're identified with a passport, and so you're unique. There are no fake users. Those users who receive money are identified. So the brands only target identified users versus 50% fake users on the other big platforms. Now, for whom is this for? It's for any user who wants to claim ownership of data. It's for any community who wants to deepen the relationship with their audience, and it's for any advertiser, either locally, whether small or big, independent on his geographic scope, because the advertisers, the brands, they can locally target the audience. And you can start for free. As I mentioned, we have 4 models, and with the easy model, you have a free start, you can test it, and then you can migrate to the other models where you have a lower revenue share. This is a calculation example. So assuming you have 10,000 customers, and assuming you have 50,000 customers, and you can make 10,000 customers to join your platform. So the expected income from 10,000 users is $20,000 per month. Because we estimate with the current revenues of Facebook. Facebook currently earns $2 per user and month worldwide. You just take the income of Facebook and divide it by the number of users. It's $2 worldwide, it's $9 in the US, it's about $4 in Europe. So let's say we expect an income per user of $20,000. So you share 50% of the users and you keep 50% to operate the platform. Then you have to distract the fixed costs and the user fees and the revenue share with us. And so you can expect 30% that you earn on your own social media platform. The timeline, so what is already here? The system is fully developed, it's operative, it's live. You can use it with the Venturis app, and from this week also with the Tech Connect app. We're going to add more platforms very soon. And we have already integrated the cryptocurrency and the ability to earn. What we're going to do is, we haven't interconnected the platforms yet. This is going to happen in the next couple of months. And we're also going to create a digital identity with the ability to create the multiple profiles. So currently, when you register, you have one profile. In the next step, we are then connecting this profile with the identity and allowing you to have multiple profiles. Then, in the beginning of next year, we're planning to introduce our own cryptocurrency. And as a company, we are issuing security tokens for investors. These security tokens for investors, we will go to list on a digital security exchange. This is like a normal stock exchange, but made for security assets. There are 3 security exchanges which are planned to be opened in Switzerland, and we expect them to open in the first half of next year. And we want to be one of the first companies to be listed there. So we can provide our investors a very quick way how they can monetize their investment. And what we do is we clearly separate between investments and payment tokens. The tokens that we provide for payments, we want to be stable. We don't want speculation. Just imagine when you have a big brand and they have a marketing budget of $100,000. They deposit this marketing budget in the platform, and they don't want this budget to float up and down with a floating cryptocurrency which goes up and down. So they want to have stability. And you as a user, when you earn money as an income, you also want to have stability. So you receive, the brands are using a stable coin, you as a user are using a stable coin, but once you have received the money, you can then switch into other currencies. And that's the reason we also separate the stable coin as a payment tool with the coin that we offer to investors. And then, at the end, by mid of next year, we're expecting some 10 million users. And we're extremely happy to be here in Brazil, because we believe Brazil is a great market, and there are many opportunities of creating communities and share the revenues here in Brazil with the Brasileiros. So social media, as we practices, is about take control and income, and as a result, we believe that data rights are a human right. No exploitation anymore. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. My data, my choice.
Thank you, Urs. Nós não conseguimos abrir tempo para perguntas, mas o Urs vai ficar disponível aqui. Então, se vocês quiserem tirar alguma dúvida com ele. Okay.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays.